Welcome back to the Adventures of Chris and Mike. In this episode, we're going to be visiting the Historic Fort Meade Museum in Sturgis, South Dakota. Join us now as my good friend Chuck Rambo takes us on a tour of the Historic Fort Meade Museum.
And when those camps increase in size, particularly the Bigfoot camp, the ranchers in this immediate area feel that they no longer can suffer the loss of the cattle that the Indians are eating because they're not receiving rations or annuities from the reservation. They're off the reservation. Cowboy rides into the Bigfoot camp and tells them, "You better flee, the soldiers are coming." Bigfoot fled. Bigfoot went south. The 8th Cavalry follow Bigfoot. There isn't a confrontation until, unfortunately, they get somewhat parallel to Rapid City. The 7th Cavalry have been set up from Fort Riley, Kansas. The 7th Cavalry have no contact with the Indians. They don't know any of their history. The 7th Cavalry at this point is made up of primarily inexperienced green troops. When they left Fort Riley, they've been warned, "Boys, you be careful of your top knot. You don't want those Indians to take it again." Unfortunately, when they stopped Bigfoot's band down at the Pine Ridge Reservation at Wounded Knee Creek and ordered that the Indians be searched for guns, one warrior, reluctant to turn his gun over to the soldiers, held on to it. The gun went off. The soldiers took this as a signal that a fight had begun, and the soldiers opened fire on the Indian camp, killing better than 100 people. The Wounded Knee Massacre. And the people fleeing into the Badlands, the people fleeing into the gorges, the draws adjacent. And unfortunately, that night a blizzard blew in, and those who now were outside their camp were caught in the blizzard. In all, somewhere close to 300 people would be killed in the Wounded Knee Massacre. Totally unnecessary, and in my belief, if the 8th Cavalry had gone down to Wounded Knee, it would never have happened.
Stay tuned for more episodes of the Adventures of Chris and Mike as we continue our tour with Chuck Rambo at the Historic Fort Meade Museum. And please subscribe to my channel.